Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to review the last of the new Scooby-Doo movies that I have on DVD, and I'll tell you which one of those three is my favorite. I'll start by saying my favorite Globetrotters and Scooby-Doo movie is The Loch Ness Mess, but The Ghostly Creep from the Deep is a close second. Scooby and the gang meet the Harlem Globetrotters for the first time, and they're up against some ghostly pirates in a Florida swamp. The Globetrotters are on their way to play a game against the Miami Marauders. This episode does start out slow, but once the pirates show up, it's great to see Scooby and the gang, as well as the Globetrotters, face off against them. And these pirates are genuinely threatening. They have this skull that sends ghosts out everywhere. And a swamp is just a great setting to have a Scooby-Doo story. The Globetrotters have a very active role in this. They face off directly against the pirates, and those are some of the best moments of this episode. Scooby and the gang are also a bit more active. They're less afraid and more confrontational with this gang of pirates. So overall, I'd say this is one of the best, and this is my favorite of these remaining three. It certainly is better than The Mystery of the Haunted Island. Now, the Frickert Fracas with Jonathan Winters, there are some decent laughs at the beginning and a little bit of suspense, but it just doesn't seem to sustain itself for a full 43 minutes. The Scarecrow had great potential, but he spends more of his time running away from the Scooby and the gang than actually running after them or really threatening them. Ma Frickert seems like she's the important character to the plot, whereas Jonathan Winters just seems shoehorned into this story. He's also one celebrity guest that I think it's a bit of a stretch that he would be popular with Scooby and the gang. There are some other things about this episode that are funny, like the large rooster and the chase at the end. So, I mean, it's not a bad episode. So, I didn't find it compelling. It's not my cup of tea. Maybe other people really liked it, but I just thought it was okay. My thoughts on the Don Adams Exterminator episode are very similar. Don Adams is working as a pest control, insect exterminator, and the gang gives him a ride because his truck's broken down, and he agrees to take them on a job at the house of a old movie star, Mr. Chumley, who's very much like Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney was very famous for being one of the first horror movie stars, and this episode has plenty of those classic monsters like the Frankenstein monster, a Dracula, a werewolf. There's a witch in there somewhere. And, it did have great potential, but I just thought it was slow and not as many laughs, not as much suspense. I was a bit disappointed considering the premise. Velma has some great lines and great moments in this, but I just didn't think it really rose above average. It's not better than the ghastly ghost town with the Three Stooges. So overall, I would recommend The Ghostly Creep from the Deep with the Harlem Globetrotters. The Frickert Fracas and The Exterminator are not my favorite. If you like Jonathan Winters or Don Adams, certainly check those out. But otherwise, you could skip them if you wanted to. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.